Hi guys, it's me Dottie, and happy Halloween! I want to change the girls. I know, yes, they're in their Halloween outfits, but they've been in their Halloween outfits for about a week now. And I'm tired and I'm ready to see them in something else. So I'm going to change them one at a time. And as I change them, I am going to talk about a spooky story. And it's real, y'all. It's like a real story, you know. And they're in the bouncer. Oh, my pretty little bouncer. I should have took that little thing off, but I didn't. So maybe that's not gonna... Anyways, let's see if I can go down like that. And then there's Mr. Devin right there. I don't know if y'all see him right there. So anyways, I'm gonna jump on here really quick. And I'm going to put Addie in this little outfit that says, I'll love you forever. And there's little owls, and it has like a little ruffle on the hem, and it's a shirt, and it was in my haul that I just showed y'all the other day. So I'm gonna put her in this and a little bow. And look at her, my little Snow White. We're gonna have to put this little outfit up for the next year. Yeah. I might put these shoes back on her because I really love these shoes, and I think it would look really cute with that outfit. We'll see. So, anywho, all right, I'm just gonna dive right on into this story and tell y'all. I used to sit with the elderly. I did private in-home care. If y'all didn't know this, I took care of a lot of my patients were dementia patients. They had dementia. So, anywho, when I got hired to help take care of Mr. and Mrs. Homer and Marie. Oops. Oh, it's getting hung on her earring. Hang on, guys. There we go. Well, there we go. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You look at the camera. There. This thing, she has a big head, and I have like a little hole to get it out. I'm sorry. So anyways, I got hired to look after Mr. Homer because his wife, Miss Marie, was having a hard time, caring for him because he got diagnosed with Alzheimer's, and his dementia was kicking in. Plus, he had Parkinson's disease, and he was just, he needed help, and she needed a break. Yeah, she needed a break. Come here, Pumpkin. Come here. So, anyways, we were working there for about a month, and it was about a month. We were working there, and out of nowhere, I was supposed to work this one day, but because at the time I had kids, well, I still have kids, but my kids were actually in elementary at that time. Okay, so while they were in elementary school, I had to do something. I don't remember. Well, I asked somebody to take my shift. Well, that morning, when it was supposed to be my shift, Miss Marie died suddenly. She died at the breakfast table instantly. And nobody knew she was sick because everybody was focused on Mr. Homer. Okay. So, she passed, and we still stayed on, and we took care of Mr. Homer. And oh my goodness, she looks so sweet in this, y'all. Oh, Pam, thank you for letting me buy this. This is so sweet. Looks good on her. So anyways, so we stayed there to take care of Homer. Well, we started noticing things, but none of us girls discussed it. None of us ladies that when we worked there, because there was 3 of us, we never discussed the things that was going on with us, because we would see things, we would hear things, doors would shut, lights would come on and off, you would hear dresser drawers opening, yada yada yada. Things like this was going on. But in the meantime, also, I'm going to give you a rundown of how the house looked so you'll have a better idea. Okay. The house, every room connected. Every room connected. While you're standing in the kitchen has 3 doorways. And right here, where those 3 doorways is a little square. This goes straight into a bedroom. This goes into Homer's room. This goes into the bathroom. And as the house goes around like this, everything you can go in every room. There's, every doorway leads into another room. And it was like a square house. And it had these steep stairs that went up like this. And at the top, there was a doorway like this. So, I mean, it was like, bam, you hit the door. So, we started noticing things in the middle bedroom where a couple of us decided we were not going to sleep in there anymore. We would just sit in the living room and stay up all night, so we didn't have to be spooked out, I guess you want to say. We didn't want to be spooked out. So, I'm going to just spritz her hair. I was hearing stuff like it coming from the middle room. And this is an old home, an old southern home, an old married couple. They've been married for like 47, 50 something years before she passed. So, yeah. So, I mean, it was an old home. Everything was old. All the furniture was all antique. Everything was, So when you opened up one of those drawers, oh my goodness. When you opened up one of the drawers, she looked so stinking sweet. Can y'all see her? Oh, there's that pretty girl. There's that pretty girl. She's all dressed. Yeah. Alright, so anyways, I'm going to move her out of the way now and put her right over here beside her Bubba and bring Miss Savannah over here. So anyways, we would hear the doors open and close, the drawers, on the dresser drawer. We would hear things, we'd hear it. And those old drawers make a certain sound, and it had parchment paper in the bottom, so you would hear it. And for a while there, I thought, okay, maybe they got rats in the house, because it was an old house. But it wasn't. And then it was like, I wonder if Homer's up, and I'd go check on Homer, and Homer would be asleep. The ice maker would go off, and when I say it would go off, it would sound like somebody was in the kitchen. When you put your cup up there to the ice maker and the ice comes out, it makes a distinct clinking sound when it goes into the glass. So we would hear that. The back door made a distinctive noise because it had a chain on it. And with the chain on the door, you could hear, you would hear it like beat against the door. Well, that happened. Well, then one morning I was making Homer's breakfast, and I was going to feed him in the front room because he had one of his nights that he was up all night. So since he was up all night, I was just going to feed him in the living room. And one of the other girls was supposed to come over that morning and relieve me because we worked from 4 in the evening to 9 o'clock the next morning. So we worked long hours, So anywho, as I'm making his medicine, we have these little cups. We have to crush his medicine up. And then he had one of these gallon Tropicana juice things. And it has one of the lids on it that opens and you snap it down. You pop it open, you snap it down. And I was making his medicine and stuff. Well, the lid on that thing, on that Tropicana gallon thing, started going like this. And I thought, okay, Dottie, you've been up all night long. You're tired. You're not going to see, you're seeing stuff. You've been hearing stuff, and I kept making up excuses for certain things and yada, yada, yada. So as I'm stirring his medicine, and then it dawned on me, well, maybe it's got too much pressure, like too much acid or something, because sometimes, like a drink or something can have built up pressure, and it might have made the lid do that. But then there was only this much orange juice in the bottom of the jug. So I was like, no, that's not it. So then as I'm stirring, that lid goes. And when it did that, I snapped it shut and put it in the refrigerator. So as I'm trying to calm myself down, get Homer fed, his medicine, one of the other ladies pulled up, and I flat out asked her, I said, look, I need to know, is this stuff going on with you too? She starts saying yes. But see, she had been seeing, because we had been seeing, like, we thought were little black figures, but we weren't sure it was what we were seeing, you know, because, I mean, your eyes can play tricks. The only light on in the house is the TV in the front room where you're at. The rest of the house, there's no lights because Homer didn't sleep with lights on. So there's no lights. And so I was like, okay, you know, I'm just, you know, my eyes are playing tricks on me, yada, yada, yada. Well, come to find out, she's seeing the same thing. She's hearing the same thing. The only thing that hadn't happened to her was the orange juice jug. So I leave that morning and I go to my husband's job and I'm like, look, I don't think I can do this anymore. I just don't. And he's like, oh, it's probably Miss Marie. He said none of this stuff was going on until Miss Marie passed. I'm like, yeah. Well, later that evening, my sons went with me to work because they had their baseball field was in the backyard or right over the fence where I worked. So I could sit in the backyard and watch my kids play baseball. So anyways, they would come to work with me on nights that they had baseball practice or a baseball game, and they would just walk on over there to the field. So I'm sitting there, and I'm in the front room, and my youngest son comes through, and he says, Mom, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'm like, okay, go ahead and go. Now, this bathroom used to be a closet and a bathroom, and what they did is they just opened it up so it was one big room, but still on this wall, the lights for the closet and that changing area was there, and then on the very opposite end of the bathroom on the other side, it was the lights that worked over the sink and the toilet, you know, right there. So all those lights were off. My son just stepped in there to use the bathroom, and he didn't shut the door because he had already told me that the house was creeping him out. So I told him, just don't worry about it. I said, nobody's gonna go in there on you. I'm gonna be right here. Homer's sitting here napping because Homer had took a nap on the couch. So I said, no worries, you know, just go ahead and go in there in the bathroom, just leave the door open. So all of a sudden, he comes out of that bathroom so quick, and I'm like, what's wrong? What's wrong? What's going on? He said, I'm never going to come back here again. I'm never going to come back here again. I'm like, what's wrong? He goes, come here. And when I step in there, I said, what's wrong? Every light in the bathroom was on. He says, Mom, he said, it was not like this. He said, I come here to this bathroom, all the lights were off. He goes, I was using the bathroom. He said, and every one of these lights clicked on. So he got really, you know, upset about it and everything. So I told him, I said, well, I'll tell you what. I said, it'll be all right. It'll be all right. Well, all these things are happening, and then another coworker come in to work the very next day. And I'm telling her what's going on. I'm telling her that, you know, I'm really considering quitting because I can't handle it. It was just too much. Because, I mean, these things that are happening, it's very scary. It's very scary to somebody, you know? Very. So anyways, finally, the last thing that got me was this one night. Two things happened in the same night. I was sitting there, and like I told you, every room connects. Every room in that house connects. So we're sitting there, and I thought I heard the back door, like somebody opened the back door, and I looked at Homer, and he goes, oh. So he gets up and goes one way, I get up and go the other way, and we meet in the middle of the kitchen. When we meet in the middle of the kitchen, the door's locked, and nobody is in there. Nobody. Not a soul. Okay? So it freaked me out. I called my husband, telling my husband. Well, it was probably, you know, now mind you, my husband calmed me down. He's like, don't quit. Everything is going to be all right. Da, 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 da. So I'm going to say it was about, oh gosh, what was it? Probably about 9:30, 10 o'clock. And I had stepped into the bathroom and put some stuff in the laundry basket, and I started out of the bathroom, and the shower door slammed by itself. It was like, I didn't see it, but it was on those rollers, and it was like somebody opened it full force and slammed it as hard as they could. When that happened, I lost it, guys. I mean, I lost it. Like, everybody has told me stuff about paranormal and ghosts and so forth, and I do believe in it. And I guess, I don't know, it was really hard, and I started crying. I called my husband. I'm crying. I'm telling him about what's going on, that I'm quitting, that I'm fixing to call the lady that call Homer's daughter, let them come to the house, take care of him. I'm not doing this anymore. And that's my exact words. I'm like, I am not doing this anymore. I did not sign up for this. I did not sign up to have ghosts scare me out. And I do believe in ghosts, and I do believe in spirits. Okay? So anyways, as I'm saying all this, my husband talks me down, and he tells me, he says, these things weren't happening until Miss Marie passed. And I said, yeah. He said, speak to her. Let her know that you're caring for her husband. Everything is okay, but she's scaring you into please stop. So I'm sitting there. I'm like, whatever. Well, I start hearing more noises again. And finally, I started speaking out. After I realized, Homer's in bed asleep. It's nobody, it's just me. So I spoke up, and I asked politely, I said, look, whoever you are, if you're Miss Marie, please stop. Please stop, because you're scaring me, and I cannot handle this. I just can't. So there's Miss Savannah in her new little outfit. So anyways, oops. So I spoke out, and I'm like, Miss Marie, woo, I hit it. I'm sorry. I said, I'm sitting here taking care of your husband. You're scaring me. Please stop. And it was like an hour later, everything seemed peaceful and calm. And I didn't have any more bad experiences anymore. Now, mind you, that middle room and the attic still spooked me out. I wouldn't go in the middle room at night. I avoided that at all costs. I didn't go upstairs to the attic. No. It still gave me the heebie-jeebies. So, I do believe in ghosts, and a lot of things happened in that home. That was very scary. Y'all are like, you were just hearing things. No, I mean, can you imagine sitting there at the table and you see this lid opening and closing on its own? Or it being dead quiet and it sounds like the shower door just slams really hard, and just things like that happening. So it was very scary. So that is my spooktacular true story. I hope you all have a wonderful Halloween. And let me show the babes one more time. This is Miss Savannah, and she is wearing this adorable outfit that we got from Pam from her little sale. It is a Carter's outfit with unicorns, and it's pink. Alright. And then we've got Miss Addie Pie. There's my Miss Addie Pie girl. Do y'all see her? There she is. There's my girl. And she's in this little owl outfit, which she looks to be really cute in. Let's move her. And here's my big boy Devin. And he is just in a cute little snoozing little outfit. Yes, there's my big man. He's just snoozing away. So yeah. So I hope y'all enjoyed our true story. I hope you enjoyed seeing the babies get changed. And I hope you have a wonderful Halloween. And I love every one of y'all. Be safe. And have a great night. Bye guys.